we are now hearing officially that Disney has laid off about 1,000 plus employees, including a lot of the staff involving Marvel Studios' visual department, like development for basically their post production, and they're going to be hiring on case by case basis for their movies. Now they're going to have a skeleton crew just kind of coordinating hiring per project, but they're laying off like a ton of other places as well, like including the home like what was it, like home entertainment or something for like Blu-rays and DVDs. They're all gone,
dude.
Gone.
First of all, I think it's terrible that they're doing like the whole skeleton crew thing, because it's like, yeah, like maybe it's saving them money, but I don't really care because it's good to have those people. First of all, it's good to pay your employees. Just if you want good work, want good employees, pay your employees. Second of all, it's like you want those people that are working on those projects to maybe be involved with other projects so that there's consistency along those movies and shows.
Yeah.
Not new people every time.
That's the problem, because when now you're just hiring based off the project, you're basically going to be hiring who you can pay the least.
Yeah, and
to do the work.
Not to mention, as someone who's a big physical media guy, I'm nervous because, listen, Pixar stopped making the regular 4Ks a little while back. Now you have to buy the steelbooks, and now I'm nervous. That's how like Marvel might even get even worse. Like first it was I know this is like a very minor complaint, but first it was the DVD menus they got rid of that whole thing.
Yeah,
and it was they were starting to limit to, and before you know it, I'm not gonna have a physical media collection for the future movies, and I'm worried about it, quite honestly.
I don't blame you. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I mean it's not great news. Obviously, like Colonel said, from the physical media perspective, I mean physical media in general has been getting worse by the day over the last couple of years, basically since COVID. It's dwindled down to almost nothing. Obviously, too, reading about the visual development team. Now, is that I didn't read fully into the article. Is that particularly like special effects or?
Yeah, essentially it was like the visual effects specifically that they like let a lot of people go from that department because they actually had, I think, they outsourced certain like CGI post-production work, but they had a lot of in-house production work.
Yeah.
And they got rid of all that.
Yeah.
Like now it's just, yeah.
Yeah. And which there's been issues from that, right? Of visual teams being overworked and the results showing up in film and TV. So I don't imagine that this is going to be a good thing, in that department. And in general, I just think anytime that, Disney's a big company, they control a lot of things that I don't necessarily think they should, but anytime 1,000 people lose their jobs, I'm not going to celebrate that. That's never a good thing.
Yeah. Jason, what do you think about all this?
Yeah, it's a shitty situation. I feel like stuff like this happens kind of often with like big companies. Like I think a few months ago, Epic Games laid off like 1,000 of their animators or something like that.
It was like a couple weeks ago, yeah. And then they announced price increases on V-Bucks and shit. Yeah, around the same time.
It's always a shitty situation.
Yeah, they've already announced, I think, like there's other studios that have been laying off like 1,000 employees here, a couple hundred employees here. So it's like it's across the board, like layoffs, and it's insane. Phil, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think this is not a good look for the new CEO, Josh DeMarco, laying off 1,000 people. That's just cruel. This also makes me think of the impending possible merger of Warner Brothers and Paramount, and how many people could possibly lose their jobs. And I don't like it. I don't like this at all. And also, only having a skeleton crew of visual development at Marvel Studios is just insane. Like, they are your biggest studio under you, and you're gonna fuck that staff. Like, why? It just does not sit well with me personally. And also, like, if they are only going to have a skeleton to coordinate on hiring on personal project basis, that they even did this before fucking Secret Wars. There's another big mistake right there. That's arguably going to be your biggest movie of 2027, and you just fucked your biggest studio.
Yep.
Good job, Josh. Yeah. But I think, like, when it comes to visual development specifically, this also gives them leeway to lean more into using artificial intelligence. And I'm like, no, stop. Like, just what the fuck are we doing here? I mean, we've got natural disasters hitting the planet left and right. You just had a fucking tornado warning, right?
Yep.
We've got, not to get superbly personal or political, we've got a fucking idiot in the White House who's going to let this happen one way or another because he doesn't fucking care about anything. It's just a shit show, and people are not angry enough. We're not angry enough, and this should alarm everyone, because once Warner Brothers and Paramount, if they do merge, same shit's going to happen and more people are going to lose their jobs. I've got 2 friends down in Los Angeles right now. One is struggling to find work. The other one has to work nights because of shit like this. This is fucking bullshit is what it is. Let's call it what it is. A spade is a spade. This is fucking bullshit. So
just to save money. Yeah.
It's to save money. It's fucking again.
And for what?
Bullshit.
It's Disney. You're talking about one of the most best off companies in the world.
Disney
and
is the biggest brand builder on the fucking planet. What justification do they have for doing this? And again, to their biggest subsection studio, Marvel Studios. Like, what in the fuck?
And especially after they've had a run, like literally, say what you want about post-Endgame MCU, people have had their differences about it. But I think it's been pretty common over the past, year. People have said since Thunderbolts, MCU has been on a run. And you know why? It's the exact moment when Kevin Feige started, they started taking things slower, allowing their, people to work on projects at a better pace. Yeah. Because it wasn't a skeleton crew of people. It was a, hardworking group of everyone. And now they're going to screw it all up, like Phil said, with Secret Wars.
I think Phil's right. AI. I think it's really going to start taking more places and more spots. Yeah.
Well, even what you said, Colonel, about them taking their time, that was really more from a story perspective. The visual effects teams were still being run dry and were, still being crunched on when they had to, get the visual effects finished and everything like that. Yeah. So when you're slashing that category, it's only going to get worse. So it's only going to take longer.
Their solution is to just make it harder on those teams. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who in the fuck honestly thought this was a good idea? This is the first thing DeMarco decides to do after stepping foot over Bob Iger. And this is his fucking big idea.
Yeah, and then this is happening at CinemaCon week, where the studio is going to be there tomorrow to present a huge slew of films, including probably the first trailer teaser for Doomsday officially, besides the little stuff we got at the end of December. And this just got announced. So, it's going to be the big elephant in the room tomorrow. Oh, by the way, all these amazing movies, but we laid off 1,000+ people just now. People just lost their jobs. But look at all these movies we got, guys. It's really, really shitty timing.